What does paddle your own boat mean to you? I've recently asked this question of some people I know, some of my clients, some people in my family and friends, because I'm curious. I've been using this metaphor for several years now and never really thought, what does that mean for each person? So I wonder if you were to pause right now and think, what does that metaphor mean for you? I'm Christine Saxon. I am out here on my kayak in the beautiful Comox Valley. You can see a little bit of the trees and the water beside me. It's lovely to be out here floating. And paddle your own boat. To me, I've realized that I'm thinking about what does it mean now because of asking my clients and hearing their myriad answers. Some people are saying paddle your own boat means I'm in my own personal power, right? I'm speaking up when I need to. I'm assertive. I'm clear on my boundaries. I'm doing things my way. For others, it means, you know what, recognizing that the waves, the tides, the rhythms of the world around you sometimes make it difficult to paddle your own boat, sometimes make it easy. For others, they're talking about really that paddle your own boat is about knowing when to not paddle, knowing when to pause and pull your boat up on shore, scrape any barnacles off the hull. Make sure you're taking really good care of yourself and focusing on that power of the pause. I've been thinking about this. I'm wondering what you would say, and I'd love to hear from you if you want to share with me. Part of this is because I am writing a book right now for my clients, past, present, and future, for anyone who's interested, and it's called Paddle Your Own Boat. And so it's based on, so far, writing it, it's based on things like managing your energy, monitoring and really working with your emotions. So think of metaphors like seas of change and currents and tides, and all of this really seem to connect for people. Some people and some, one of my clients emailed back and said, "So cool that you're writing your book, and I got nothing. I don't really think the metaphor means anything to me." And some people have their own metaphors, and so when they have them, I work with them. I had the pleasure of working with a man from the US as a client, and he would talk about, he has his private pilot's license, and he would talk about, I don't know the lingo, whether tacking but he would use all these metaphors all the time to describe the journey through each day, the journey as a leader, and use flying as his metaphor. One of the things that I have realized that I recognize is a privilege that I have is, after many years of working in, nonprofits, in corporate organizations, I'm now fully self-employed. So I paddle my own boat pretty much how I want to, and that is just a gift. I actually at times watch the tide table, and that's my reward. Can I go out on the water today? Where's the tide? Okay, if the tide today, it wasn't until about 2:30 that the tide was in, so it's easier to get your boat in. And so I did some work before then. And so I really I am not 9 to 5 anymore. I paddle my own boat. If I wake up at 3 a.m. and I feel like writing or feel like working on a slide deck or something, I will do it at those times. This makes me think about, if you're a leader, if you're an employer, I wonder how much more effectively your employees, your teams would work now that we're doing, hybrid and work from home, and we've kind of figured out how to do this more. I noticed some organizations going back to the way they were, before our heightened response to the pandemic, going back to the way that they were before. And others recognizing that, maybe people were more productive, or maybe there were benefits to it. So I wonder how your teams, I wonder how your organization, as individuals and together, would paddle your own boats differently if there was more flexibility, autonomy, if you could work more with the cycles in people's lives, for example. I think this is a newish frontier for us, certainly in North America, where we're looking at it differently. There's some amazing examples from other countries and in certain industries where, in the Netherlands, in Germany, for example, there's a different approach to vacations. There's a different approach to work weeks, hours, and some industries here have that as well. So I hope that this concept of paddle your own boat is helping you in whatever way that you need it to, and hope that this sparks some ideas and some energy. Happy paddling.